Hi everybody. Today we are going to see the important constitutional amendments in the Indian Constitution. Before we have a look at them, make sure you subscribe to News Canvas. So starting with the First Amendment Act of 1951. Now this was an important amendment. It made changes in many important articles of the Constitution. It added Article 31A and Article 31B after the Article 31. It made changes in one of the most important article, which is Article 15, after the case of State of Madras versus Champakam Dorairajan case. It empowered the state to make special provisions for advancement of socially and educationally backward classes. It also added the ninth schedule to protect the land reforms and other laws that were included in it from the judicial review. Then in Article 19, that is freedom of expression and speech, it added three more grounds of reasonable restrictions, which are public order, friendly relations with foreign states, and incitement to an offense. Then, this amendment also provided that the state trading and nationalization of any trade or business by the state is not to be invalid on the ground of violation of the right of trade to business. Now, the next is the 15th Amendment Act of 1963. Now, this Amendment Act enabled the High Courts to issue writs to any person or authority, even outside its territorial jurisdiction, if the cause of action arises within its territorial limits. It increased the retirement age of High Court judges from 60 to 62 years. Then, it provided for appointment of retired judges of High Courts as acting judges of the same courts. Then it enabled the retired judges of High Court to act as ad hoc judge of the Supreme Court, and it provided compensatory allowance to judges who are transferring from one High Court to another. The next is the 24th Amendment Act of 1971. Now, this made a major change. It affirmed the power of Parliament to amend any part of the Constitution, including fundamental rights. Now, this was obviously again changed back because fundamental rights is an important part of the Constitution and it forms a part of the basic structure after the Keshwananda Bharti case. So, this was changed. Then it made compulsory for the President to give assent to Constitutional Amendment Bill. The next one is the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. Now, this itself is known as a mini constitution because of the number of amendments that were made under this Amendment Act. The first amendment that established beyond doubt that the supremacy of Parliament over other wings of the government, and it gave the directive principles, the DPSPs, precedence over the fundamental rights. Then it further imposed limits on the power and jurisdiction of judiciary. It raised the term of Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha from 5 years to 6 years. It authorized the use of central armed forces in any state to deal with law and order problems. Then it made President bound by the advice of Council of Ministers and envisaged the establishment of administrative tribunals for service matters. This act also clearly laid down that no constitutional amendment could be questioned in any court of law. So 42nd Amendment did made a lot of distortions in our constitution, which is why the 44th Amendment Act of 1978 is very important because it rectified all those distortions. Those amendments were made during the emergency, so they were motivated by political purposes. Under the 44th Amendment, the duration of Lok Sabha and the Vidhan Sabha and state legislative assemblies, it was reduced back from 6 years to 5 years. Then the right of property became only a legal right. It was removed from under the fundamental rights. Then any proclamation of emergency henceforth had to be issued, that was issued by a president, could only be done after receiving an advice from the cabinet. Before that, the president could issue the proclamation just from the advice of the prime minister. Other three amendments before we complete this video are the 52nd Amendment Act of 1985. This act made defection illegal. Defection is basically if a person is elected as an MLA or a MP and he changes his party after election, that is defection. So this amendment made defection illegal. Then the 59th Amendment Act of 1988 empowered the central government to impose emergency in Punjab when deemed necessary. Also, the precedent rule was extended up to 3 years. Before this, the limit or the maximum period was only 2 years. Then the 61st Amendment Act of 1989. In this, the voting age was lowered from 21 years to 18 years. That was all for this video. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Follow News Canvas on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you and have a great day.